Apple is making your AirPods and AirPods Pro even better. Here's what's in the newest update. Real quick, if you want to keep up to date with the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. All of these new features for AirPods will be arriving as part of iOS 26 this fall. Currently, this update is available in beta for developers, so I'm able to give you a first look and some early tests on how these new features work. Starting out with something great for content creators, specifically camera control. What this does is allow you to use your AirPods to control your camera. Makes sense, right? To enable it, go into your AirPods settings and toggle it on. You have two options here for it, a single press or a hold. There's a little bit of a trade-off though. If you choose the single press, you can't control your media. That's the same action. If you do a long hold, it will also replace the Siri or noise control toggle. Again, those use the same long hold action. Make your decision, then head into the camera app. Now press or hold the stem on either AirPod to start a recording or take a photo, depending on the mode that your camera is in. If you do a photo, there will be a 3-second countdown before the photo is taken, which you can also hear in your ear. I will say, right now, I can still use the single press for media controls, even with this turned on. It's only in the camera app that those media controls are usurped. The downside is that this doesn't work when you're holding the earbud. I'd love to mount my iPhone somewhere, then basically use this as a hidden Bluetooth remote. It's most likely because the AirPods don't really connect until they detect that you're in your ear. You may be able to trick them into thinking they're in your ear by covering the sensors, but it won't be as reliable. For what it's worth, this feature also works in third-party camera apps as well. Do you think you'd use this feature? Vote yes or no down below in the comments. Moving on to maybe a bigger addition, better microphones. Apple, via software, is improving the microphone quality on AirPods 4 as well as AirPods Pro, because they both have the H2 chip. Funny enough, AirPods Max won't get this feature because they still have the H1 chip inside, even the newer pair. If you are more interested in what's coming to the AirPods Max 3, which are in development, or the AirPods Pro 3, you can check out the video that I've done and linked here. Apple says the new microphones are studio quality, and they even include a new voice isolation mode. To manually enable voice isolation, simply go into any app that's requesting microphone access, like a voice recorder or the camera. You'll see the little privacy indicator alert at the top that an app is accessing your camera and mic. Swipe into Control Center and then tap that alert. From here, you can ensure the AirPods microphone is being used as the input, and you can enable voice isolation if you choose to. You can hear how the audio changes for yourself in the following few clips I recorded where I tested out. The first clip is with the original firmware while I'm outside. Then I recorded a new clip in that same environment with the iOS 26 beta firmware. Finally, I recorded a third clip on the beta firmware with voice isolation enabled. Take a listen, and then I'll be back. So here I am outside. This is before upgrading to the beta. We even have some cars driving by here, so we will see how this audio all comes out after I upgrade to the beta on iOS 26. Here I am outside now on the beta of iOS 26, recording more audio with the AirPods Pro. We literally have a plane flying overhead, so let's see how these sound compared to the original software. So here we are again testing outside with the AirPods Pro 2 with the updated firmware as part of iOS 26 with a car driving by. Okay, what'd you think? Vote which one you like best down in the comments. But here's my takeaway. I think the audio quality is better in general with the iOS 26 beta firmware. Voice isolation, though, seems a bit aggressive. It's like noise cancellation for your mics. The audio sounds a little bit like it's in a tunnel, but at the same time, it completely removes the wind and the sound of the car driving by. I think without the compare, it sounds good in that environment, but compared to no cars driving by, I think I prefer the more dynamic background audio. But at least now you have options, and if you're doing an interview or something, or even on a call, you probably don't want those distractions going on. There are more features, though, when it comes to charging and handoff. Can I show you a little behind-the-scenes magic? When filming, I need to make sure my iPhone looks pristine. I get so many comments if there is even as much as a scratch on it. So I always use a screen protector to protect it from keys and other things that may make contact with it, whether on my desk, in my pocket. Last time though, I picked up a super cheap one. Look at this thing. Like, it's literally breaking off pieces of glass and stabbing me. It was fortuitous that ESR wanted to sponsor this video to promote their latest ultra-fit glass screen protectors. They can literally be installed in under 10 seconds. I used to be the person people came to install screen protectors because they were so hard. Not anymore. Just slip in your phone, pull the tab, and you're good. It even removes the dust for you. They are ultra strong, repel water for a perfectly smooth surface, and so clear you'll barely even notice it's there. I may not often use cases, but I cannot go without a screen protector. The screens just scratch too easily, which really hurts that resale value. Plus, the UltraFit screen protector is available for iPad models as well. Try the ESR UltraFit screen protectors for yourself. Get 3 in a box, and they're linked in the description. AirPods now work with CarPlay. And by that, I mean they will automatically hand off to CarPlay when you get in the vehicle. This is convenient, like when I go for a walk and then get in the car, audio can automatically hand off to CarPlay. Similarly, there's another feature that keeps the audio in your headphones. It basically prevents it from transferring your audio to other speakers or devices or cars when they automatically connect. I kind of like that one even more. As for charging, a new system alert will appear to help remind you to charge your AirPods. It will monitor their battery, and when it gets low, you'll get a notification that you should remember to charge them when you get a chance. I love that. In the opposing scenario, you will get an alert on your iPhone or iPad when your AirPods are fully charged, just like you get with your Apple Watch right now. When AirPods are connected, Apple has a new way to adjust volume, though this isn't exclusive to AirPods. It's just a nice little interface change that I like. Lastly, and this is going to save me so many podcasts, AirPods now have an option to automatically stop your media when you fall asleep. If you've ever been on a plane listening to a podcast or audiobook, maybe lounging by the beach, and you've fallen asleep, only to have your content continue on. Then you wake up and go, wait, what chapter was I on? What podcast episode did I start? This solves that issue. It pauses it as soon as it texts you passing out. Seriously, brilliant. Like I said, these are all currently features in beta, depending on, I guess, when you're watching this. Maybe they're out right now. Apple is making it easier to upgrade to the beta though, even planning to introduce a public beta this July, and there's a button inside of settings to opt into it in general. Let me know if you spot any other changes with AirPods or AirPods Pro and what you think of these new features. Otherwise, please subscribe for more Apple tips and news, and I'll see you all in the next video.